Good morning students, I Rashmi ma'am is again back with your online classes, your online session in subject biology for class 8. Now we were up to our methods of absorption. In the previous video we have completed the methods of absorption and related to that is the experiment also we have completed. Right now we are going to read about the osmosis. Little bit osmosis also we have completed. So the difference between diffusion and osmosis which has been given in your book is that both in diffusion and osmosis a substance move from its higher concentration to its lower concentration. But in osmosis, the main difference is that these all movement occurs through the semi-permeable membrane. Semi-permeable membrane. All these movements occur through semi-permeable membrane. But in diffusion, there is no semi-permeable membrane. Diffusion is a passive process involving the movement of molecules from a region of higher concentration to one of a lower concentration. The term passive means that the process does not require an input of energy to take place. Over here passive means what? There is no requirement of energy to take place this process. Diffusion can occur across partially permeable membranes such as those of surrounding cells in both plants and animals. Diffusion is involved in the movement of important molecules into and out of cell. It is important for the uptake of substances needed by cells and also the removal of waste products produced by the cells. And osmosis is how plants are able to absorb water from soils. Water from soils. The roots of the plant have a higher solute concentration than the surrounding soil. So water flows into the roots. Osmosis is a passive process and happens without any expenditure of energy. It involves the movement of molecules from a region of higher concentration to the region of lower concentration until the concentration become equal on either side of the membrane. Equal on either side of the membrane. Any solvent can undergo the process of osmosis, including gases and supercritical liquids. Let us have a detailed look at different types and effects of osmosis in detail. So, I am over here giving you some significance. Significance is what? The importance which has happened due to osmosis during the method of absorption of water and nutrients. So, the first in osmosis, you can look at the picture, is that osmosis influence the transport of nutrients and release the metabolic waste. Which is what it does osmosis influence the transport of nutrients. Transport of nutrients. But it passes on the nutrients and release the metabolic waste product. And release metabolic waste product. You can see many water molecules move in this direction. It's having a semi-permeable membrane. Some water molecules move in this direction. Water molecules which can pass through the pores. This is your higher concentration. This is your lower concentration. Second, so first was it transport the nutrients and release the metabolic waste products. Second is it is responsible for the absorption of water from the soil and conducting it to the upper parts of the plant through the xylem. What it does? It is responsible for the absorption of water. Through osmosis, water is absorbed from the soil and conducting it to the upper parts of the plant through the xylem. Next, the third one is it stabilizes the internal environment. It stabilizes means making in a neutral. It stabilize means what? Having the neutral condition of the internal environment of a living organism by maintaining the balance between water and intercellular fluid levels. Means what? Higher concentration and lower concentration. It neutralize or stabilize this internal environment of living organism by maintaining the balance of water and intercellular fluid levels. Now the fourth one, it maintains the turgidity of cells. It maintains the turgidity of cells. What it maintains? What is turgidity? You can ask me, ma'am, what is turgidity? Turgidity means the intercellular fluid levels. It maintains the turgidity of the cells. Next is, it is a process by which plants maintain their water content despite the constant water loss due to transpiration. Through the help of this movement of water molecules through semi-permeable membrane, what plants do? They maintain their water content despite the constant water loss. You know there is a transpiration method also work on the leaves through which heavy amount of water is lost. So this water of loss is happening from the leaves. Then also plant maintain the water with the help of this osmosis process and with the help of diffusion process. Both the processes help the plants to maintain their water content despite of the constant water loss due to transpiration. Now comes this process controls the cell to cell diffusion of water. I had said what is cortex of cells, that is cell to cell diffusion water. The water molecules move from cell to cell. It doesn't happen that one cell is having and another one is not. It controls the diffusion of water from cell to cell. Means higher concentration to less, lower concentration from cell to cell. Not only to single cell or group of cell. Osmosis induces cell turgor which regulates the movement of plants and plants parts. What is osmosis help? Helps turgor which regulates the movement of plants through having the maintained water content. That is why with the help of osmosis plants, what it does, they regulate their movement of their parts. If you didn't drink water whole day, what you feel? Very thirsty, very weak, like that day you don't have any work. Same as osmosis induces. Same as osmosis maintain or regulate this movement of plants and plant parts. Osmosis also controls the dehiscence of fruits and sporangia. This is another thing you can't understand right now, but in the notes I had provided you, because it is also a function of osmosis which controls the formation of fruits and sporangia with the help of higher concentration or lower concentration and this semi-permeable membrane. Higher osmotic pressure protects the plant against drought injury. Means if there is very drought, means what? No water, this higher osmotic pressure protects the plant. Means when there is high osmotic pressure, the water has been pressurized to come out from the soil and they regulate from higher concentration to the lower concentration. So these were the significance of osmosis to be done to the plant parts with the help of methods of absorption. As we all know that the root hair is the simple thing or you can say the root hair is the plant absorb water from the soil by osmosis. So the root hair is only one where plant absorb water from the soil by osmosis. They absorb mineral ions by active transport against the concentration gradient, and water concentration gradient from higher to lower. And one more thing I had tell you yesterday, that was permeability of plasma membrane, as osmosis works on semi-permeable membrane. One more thing, root hair cells are adapted for taking up water and mineral ions by having a large surface area to increase the rate of absorption. By having a large surface area to increase the rate of absorption. Now, plant also absorb water from the soil by osmosis. Root hair cells are adapted for this by having a large surface area to speed up osmosis. They are having a large area which speed up this osmosis, and this absorbed water is transported through the roots to the rest of the plant parts where it is used for different purposes. And the first main purpose is for the photosynthesis. And the first main purpose is for the photosynthesis, which is mandatory for any plants. Now plants absorb this water through their entire surface. Plants absorb this water through their entire surface, from roots also, from stem also, and from leaves also. Because of this, osmosis occurs and the water is absorbed by the root hairs through cell membranes from the soil. Then the root hair cell become more turgid and their osmotic pressure falls. When this cell membrane start absorbing water with the help of the root hairs, their turgid become more and osmotic pressures fall. So the function of the root hair cell is to obtain water from the ground and transport this to the xylem, where plants absorb this water by osmosis and spread to having a large surface area to speed up the osmosis. Now they speed up the movement of water by osmosis. The water enters the root hair cell when travel up by the xylem and travels to the leaves also. So this was the whole function about the term which we have studied yesterday, that was adaptation in root hairs for water absorption. Adaptation in root hairs for water absorption. So this is being done by two methods, that is diffusion and osmosis. And one more thing, semi-permeable membrane of unicellular root hair. Now it has been completed. I hope you have completed the activity also. Now we are moving towards our third activity, that is demonstration of osmosis using potato osmoscope. Now here is one thing, osmoscope.